To my first episode of What Would Nina Do, where you get to submit your questions and I get to answer them. So I'm so excited. This is for hairstylists and salon owners, and I have some really, really good questions coming your way. So let's dive in. So let me just tell you the reason why I wanted to do this show. I literally receive over 100 DMs and Facebook messages every single week with stylists and salon owners that are looking for advice, looking for inspiration, and even very situational things that are going on in the salon. And so I love when you send me DMs. I love to be able to help you, but this is also a great platform where your question and you looking for some information and advice can actually help somebody else that is maybe in your shoes. So let's dive in. First question is from Eliza in Washington. So her question is, and this is a question that I get asked very often. Eliza is getting ready to graduate cosmetology school. So she said, I am getting ready, I'm coming out of school, and I'm torn between the fact of me becoming a renter or a suite owner or going into a commissioned salon. So, Eliza, let me tell you this. There is so much to be learned in this industry. If you are going to start fresh as a renter, fresh as a suite owner, there are so many systems, policies, procedures, technique, everything that you have to have in place first before you can really understand what it takes to run your own business, because you're running your own business as a renter and as a suite owner. I personally believe that you should go through an assistant program. You should work in a commissioned salon and work in an assistant program. It could be 6 years, it could be a year, whatever they have crafted out for you, and absorb and learn all that you can in this industry before you dive into becoming a business owner. So I can tell you this, I mean, if I wouldn't have worked in salons, if I wasn't in the industry in terms of, having a mentor and working with people who I could learn from, if I just went and started my own business, I definitely would not be here where I am today. So become a sponge, find a mentor, find a salon home that really has a very structured program for you, an assistant program for you, where you can really learn all the ins and outs of the business first before you dive into becoming a business owner, suite owner, or a renter. And here's the thing too. So I know that there are stylists out there that from day one, they were a renter, and that worked out great for them. The percentage of the success behind that is very minimal. So can it work? Absolutely. Can you become successful right out of school becoming a renter or a suite owner? Yes. But the reality is that most stylists coming out of school are really going to have a hard time and really struggle with the business side and understanding marketing strategies and understanding profit margins and understanding working capital, if you're going to build out a suite, or understanding the profit margins and percentages that you need to know in order to make your business profitable. So I would take a step back. I would interview first, check out some salon homes that are commission based, and see what really feels good for you. Listen to your gut when it comes to any decisions that have to do with your life and your career. So thank you, Eliza, for that question. I love that question. I get it asked often. So hopefully this information will help other stylists as well. So moving on to question number 2. This question comes from Crystal in Pennsylvania. And I'm from Pennsylvania. I love that. So Crystal's question is, how do you maintain your operating costs. And mainly she was focusing on supplies, right? How do you maintain and really hone in on operating costs as a salon owner? And so here's the thing. Salon owners overspend. I was a salon owner, I get it. I overspent for years. We have that feeling of like, I have to buy, I have to have, or I'm gonna go into the beauty supply and I'm gonna buy all the things, right? Or I don't wanna run out of anything or everything, so I'm gonna overbuy. So my advice to you, Crystal, when it comes to, because I know you were focusing mainly on supplies, which is typically the number one area that salon owners overspend. So let's just kind of focus on that. First things first, you have to make sure that you are operating on a strict budget. So I'm gonna drop a little truth bomb. A little truth bomb for you. So, here it is. Your consumables / back bar supplies should not cost you more than 6% of your revenue. So you have to have a strict budget in place. This does not include retail supplies. That's a separate budget. You should not be spending more than 6% for the previous month on what you're buying this month on back bar supplies, color, foil, highlighting wraps, all of the goods, right? Developer. So every single month you calculate your previous month's revenue, you take 6% of that, and that is your budget. Now, how you stay within that budget, there are so many things. I go into a lot of this in detail in my monthly membership program. I can't explain all of that to you, but having a budget and having a budgeting sheet that allows you to stay on target. So if you know that you have $2,000 a month to buy, you're gonna put your list together and you're gonna say, oh my gosh, I'm at $2,500. Now imagine you were over $500 every single month for the year. All of that money, let me calculate that for you. Hold on. Hold, please. If you overspend by $500 a month of your budget, that's $6,000 for the year. Okay? $6,000 for the year. Do you know what you could do with $6,000? A lot. So like I say, and you've probably heard me say it a million times, every single dollar counts in this business. Now there are other things that you can do to cut costs. How often are you ordering? Do you have are you just pulling colors and using it and then, ordering a new tube? Are you really diligent in keeping track every quarter on how much you're ordering and cutting back? And also seasonally, because you're gonna order different colors for each season. So this is all stuff that I dive into in my monthly program. But just to get your wheels turning a little bit to help you cut costs, have a budget. 6% is all you get, and you have to really stay on target with that budget. So thank you, Crystal, for that question. I hope that it helps you. And diving into our last question. This question comes from Tara in Florida. I used to live in West Palm Beach, just heads up. Okay, so this one really got me. And her question is, what do you say to those stylists that look down on other stylists that work in a chain salon? That's what I say, first off. But who is thinking like that? I mean, really, first of all, we're not here to judge where anybody is working. And I feel like you have to do what is best for you, right? If that means working in a chain salon for a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever makes your heart happy, that's what you do. There are so many hairstylists that get so much knowledge, education, training, practice, working in a chain salon, right? And then maybe they go open up their own salon, they go into a suite, you know, they move into a commission private salon, whatever works best for you. But first of all, it makes me sad that you're feeling that you're being judged because you're working in a chain salon. And to the stylists that are giving you shade, no. Like, no. We're not here to judge anybody's walk in this industry. And to you, Miss Tara, here's what I want you to do, because we can focus on, we have two options and choices. We can focus on the noise, what everybody else is saying, right? And that's hard to shut out, but I'm gonna ask you to shut it out, right? Focus on you. Focus on your journey and your walk and what you're doing and your goals. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Focus on what feels good for you. It's probably one of the hardest things to do. But the other thing to think about too is, you know, when we feel judged, a lot of that has to do with also how we're feeling about ourselves. So I want you to just sit on that a little bit, Tara, and I want you to think about that. If we feel good with who we are and where we are, typically that noise doesn't bother us. So what I would love for you to do is really work on being the shining star that you are, right? Be that bright star that I know that you are, and really work on your confidence from the inside out. Because the more that you believe in yourself, the more this doesn't matter. And you know, I don't pay attention to that stuff. Obviously, this is something that you're feeling and that's going on, and I'm sorry for you that you're feeling that way. But honestly, chain salon, commission salon, renter, suite owner, salon owner, commission salon owner, we're all in it together, right? Just like Jay says, Mr. Jay Latner. That's what he says, right? We're all in this together. So you do you. And you feel really good in what it is that you're doing. And for all the people, like, I don't even like to pay attention to the haters because I just can't. So that's the best way that I can answer that for you, because I'm not gonna go down the road and say things to them. If we shine light on them, if we give them energy and light and breath, right? That's what's gonna grow. I'm gonna put my attention, time, and energy into you, growing you, helping you. Right? Same for me in my business. I don't worry about what's happening out here, because if I put time, energy, and attention into that, that gets bigger, right? That grows. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to focus on positive. We're here to focus on the things that make us happy and fill our souls. And I know that you are doing the damn thing in your salon, and I want you to continue doing that. So that's it. It's my first episode. I love that you guys have submitted your questions. I love that you have taken time out of your day to follow me, support me, show me so much love on all of my pages. And if you are interested in having me answer your question, then all you have to do is go on my website at onenagency.com and you can submit your question. And I would love to answer the questions that you have. And let's just continue to help each other grow. Let's continue to support each other in this industry. And let's just continue to really flourish and thrive in this beautiful industry that we are so fortunate to be a part of. I thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope that you have an awesome day. See ya.